The legend of Eric Shelgren continues to grow in Toronto. Look, I'm actually quite joking. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen with Eric Shelgren moving forward. But man, oh man, is this guy come in when the Leafs needed him the most. We mentioned in the last video in his first start in the league, the Leafs had allowed 4 goals in like 6 straight games. He gives you the shutout against the Dallas Stars, and he goes out there tonight against the Carolina Hurricanes, the best team in the Metro, or at least they feel like the best team in the Metro. And he shuts the door for the first 2 periods, but more or less in the first, because the Leafs, they come out slow. But man, oh man, did Eric Shelgren make some big-time stops, especially the one where he had to be lying down to make the pads stop. Again, we've talked about it so many times. Look, make the stops you're supposed to make, but great goalies find a way to make that extra good stop. And he did early in the game to keep it deadlocked 0-0. We go to about 5 minutes to go in the period. Leafs pick it up at their own end. Ilya Mikheyev gets ahead of speed. And you just don't want to do that because he starts flying through the neutral zone. Drops it off for Justin Hall. A little quick give and go because Mikheyev's flying by. And he gives it back to him. And I don't know what Freddie Anderson was thinking. He was either thinking that Mikheyev was going behind the net, he was going to circle behind the net, or he was going to backhand center it in front of the net. Because Mikheyev gets the puck back and a quick backhander onto the net. And Freddie kind of slimed to the front of the net. And he just doesn't even have a chance on it as it beats him short side. And the Leafs are up 1-0 early on. Hall gets the goal, or gets the lone assist on the goal at 15:48 of the first period. And the boys are in front 1-0. Shots on goal 14-6. In favor of Carolina in the period. As I mentioned, Shelgren just shut the door early, kept the game tied, and allowed the Leafs to get their legs going. And when they did, they got the 1-0 lead, and you're leading by 1 after 1. But we've seen this story before. We don't get too excited. In the second period, less than 5 minutes in, off an outlet pass from Timothy Liljegren, and it's not seen by the naked eye. If you watch it a few times over, John Tavares at the Leafs blue line kind of tips the pass, and it goes off the boards. Mitch Marner circling around the blue line as he times it perfectly, of course. As the puck gets over the blue line, he's right there to pick it up, and he flies in, and he's got a short little 2-on-1. The defenseman slides over to break up the pass, but Mitch Marner takes the shot, and he beats Frederik Andersen, low blocker. And he gives you the whole Austin Matthews, give me some of that noise selling. And the Leafs are up 2-0 over the Canes. Liljegren and Tavares grab assist in the goal at 4:39 in the second period. I'm not really sure what Frederik Andersen's doing there. I mean, if I was a Leaf fan, they were, and the way that we've been seeing our goalies play lately, other than Shelgren the last couple games, I'd be losing my mind with Freddie, because that first goal, you gotta have that post, you gotta have that shot. That should not be going in for Mikheyev. It did for Mitch Marner. On the short side, he beats him far low blocker, and I'm like, damn, that's a pretty ugly, Freddie should have that shot. I don't know if he was thinking Mitch Marner was going to go for the pass, but if you watch your defenseman, he's sliding around, so there's no way Marner's getting that pass across and it actually making contact with, I want to say it was Kerfoot, I could be wrong, going to the net. There's no way it's going to happen. So Frederik Andersen gets beat a couple times there, and the Leafs, 5 minutes into the second period, are up 2-0. But again, we've seen this before. We're not getting too excited. And in that second period, man, oh man, did the Leafs just play lockdown. Every time the Canes enter the zone, there's a couple of Leafs there to bottle up the neutral zone or to bottle them up right when they get into the zone. And they may get a shot here and there, but every time they got a shot, it was more or less a one-and-done opportunity. And you look at the 2 goals they scored. They were both not one-and-done opportunities. Why were the Leafs so good to start the season? And people are going to say, well, Jack Campbell. Yes, you are right. Jack Campbell was a massive part for that. But I was saying in videos during that stretch that, man, the Leafs defense and Jack Campbell are not allowing second chance opportunities. Every time there's a shot on net, the puck's either cleared to the corner or taken and gone the other way. And they don't allow for those second chances, which arguably are the better opportunities than the first chance. So in that second period, shots were 8-6 in favor of Carolina. But the second chance opportunities weren't there. And Shelgren, again, I'll say like I did earlier, were making the stops that he had to make, right? In the second period, they didn't really have the glorious chances, but he was making stops that he needed to make, and the Leafs D and Källgren was freezing the puck when he needed to, but when he wasn't, on one play in the second period, where the shot was at his chest and it kind of bounces off and goes right in front of the net, who's there to clear it away? A Leafs defenseman. You know, if you're not doing that, that's giving them the second chance opportunities, and we start in the third period, and how do they score that first goal 4:09 in from Ethan Bear? Well, the shot goes from the point, again, it's a lucky bounce, but it hits the Leaf defenseman. Källgren goes down, thinking the puck's coming at him, and then right as it hits the Leaf defender, it lands right on the tape of Ethan Bear, and he fires it 5-hole on Källgren as he's trying to get up, and it goes right back down and through the 5-hole. So there's that second chance opportunity that finds in the back of the net at 4:09 to make it a 2-1 hockey game. Right? Now, we move ahead. Just over 3 minutes after that. Wow. Andre Kasha. They try to pass the puck out of their own zone. Kasha, with one hand on his stick, knocks it down. And he plays it to the corner to Willie Nylander. Or I think Kerfoot might have touched it in there somewhere. But Nylander gives him the little give and go. And Nylander busted through, Kasha to Kerfoot, and then Kerfoot went to Nylander, and Nylander and Kasha have a little short 2-on-1, and Kasha's on that one-timer, and Nylander with a beautiful feed, a little saucer feed to the tape of Kasha, and that's a goal scorer's shot from Andre Kasha as he beats Frederik Andersen to try to slide across to make this up on the 2-on-1, but he can't, and the Leafs now up their lead. It's now a 3-1 game at 7:20 in the third period. Whoa, hold on a tick. The Leafs had a 2-0 lead. They allowed a goal to make it 2-1, and they expanded on it? They didn't give the second goal and a third goal and a fourth goal? No. Oh, okay. Against Carolina. Oh, all right, this is very interesting here. Now, obviously, as the period goes along, Carolina is going to put the pressure on because they're down 2 goals. Källgren makes some stops. The Leafs are out there blocking shots. And even when they're killing a penalty, Mitch Marner's having great opportunities the other way. Mikheyev had a great opportunity the other way. I mean, incredible stuff the Leafs did on the PK. And just a remarkable job in the third period. Again, the second chance opportunities weren't there until the dying seconds of the period, at the end of the game, really, where it really didn't mean too much. Shot from the point, comes on. Källgren thinks he's got it under, he kind of goes, I don't know what you want to call it, starfish, I guess, starts up here and then goes down, and it looks like he might have knocked the puck through his pads and out the other side, because Vincent Trocheck's there and he just kind of bangs it home. There's a second chance opportunity. And it's a 3-2 game, but the only problem is there's 3.6 seconds left. And what does John Tavares do right off the face-off? Ties up his man so no one can get the puck. I think Engvall dumps it down, and that's the game. As much as you didn't want that second goal to go in, because it would have been a perfect finish to have a 3-1 win, close it out, no problem there. They make it 3-2, unfortunately, but a game that the Leafs just played solid hockey. Yeah, the shots on goal, well, 36-21. Clearly, the Carolina outplayed the Leafs. Well, if you look at the quality opportunities and you watch the game, how many grade A chances did they have in the game? Go ahead to the third period where John Tavares fired the puck on. It was great save by Freddie, but Pierre Engvall finds the loose puck, but he's almost fallen down, and he puts it through the crease because he's fallen down on his backhand. Like, those opportunities, those are high-grade chances. You know, they had some great chances early on, hence when they outshot the Leafs 14-6 early. But good goaltending, timely saves, got it done tonight. Incredible job from Erik Källgren. The Leafs D-core, again, not allowing second opportunities for Carolina. Remarkable stuff. And I believe Carolina is one of the top teams in shots for because they just pelt goalies with pucks. And it usually works for them. They're one of the best teams in the league. So it makes sense. But when Källgren was making the stops and freezing the ones that he could, and when he wasn't, the Leafs were clearing the pucks away or taking them the other way. That's what good teams need to do. And the Leafs have played some very sound hockey over the last 2 games. I don't know where it's come from, and it's been without Austin Matthews for both games. But you'll take it nonetheless. Now, like I mentioned earlier, where's this Erik Källgren story going to go? I have no idea. But we're enjoying this ride. He's definitely enjoying the ride. And can we talk about the confidence that the Leafs in front of him are playing with? Like he's making the big stops, and the team is helping him out. It's incredible to watch. Now, like I said, how far is this going to go? We have no idea. Does this mean they don't address the goaltending situation at the trade deadline? That does not mean a damn thing. You still do so, because now Joseph Woll went down in the Marlies game today. So what does that leave you with? Well, it leaves you with, as of right now, Shelgren, Mrazek, and Michael Hutchison. And no thank you, I don't want to deal with that. But anyways, Leaf fans, the Leafs were 0 for 1 on the power play. The Canes were 0 for 3 on their power plays. And obviously the key player of the game tonight was Erik Källgren. 2 goals on 36 shots. Another fantastic game for him. 2-0 in his young career as a Toronto Maple Leaf. We'll have to see how it plays out now on the road, though, because the next game of the Toronto Maple Leafs is on Saturday night in Nashville, as the Leafs take on the Predators. 7 p.m. puck drop there. A couple things. This will be Erik Källgren. I believe it's his first road game. I can't remember if the game he came into for Mrazek was a home game or away game. I can't quite remember. But either way, it'll be his first start on the road for the Leafs. And Austin Matthews will be back in the lineup on Saturday in Nashville as the Leafs look for win number, 3 in a row. And it's crazy. We're talking about how this Leafs team hasn't been playing well. They're 4-1-1 in the last 6 games. It's wild stuff. But you know what? The goaltending and the defensive play in the last 2 games have been remarkable. We look to continue to build on that, though, moving forward, because trade deadline's on Monday, and I don't care if they're playing well, Kyle Dubas, go out there and get some reinforcements, because this team is going to need it moving forward. All right? If this is the year the Leafs go for it, which we say it every year because you have all these great players in their prime, you want to make sure every year is like that. Then go out there and make it happen. Monday's a trade deadline. On Saturday night, that is the final game before the trade deadline. So I don't know what the team's going to look like post-trade deadline, but we'll have to see. No matter what, Saturday in Nashville, 7 p.m., the Leafs play looking for win number 3 in a row. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening because the fans were electric and you love to see it, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM. Do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below. So follow up there if you guys have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys. Jays edition. Oh boy, I was going to say tonight. You know what? I have to do tonight because spring training starts tomorrow for the Toronto Blue Jays. They're getting going, but we'll do a weekly thing for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to try and make it like a Wednesday thing that we do kind of like a weekly recap of the Toronto Blue Jays spring training game, see who's doing what and all that great stuff. But I'll do a little preview for you guys very shortly. All right, as for the Toronto Raptors, they play tomorrow night as they host LeBron and the Lakers, 7:30, 7 o'clock, something like that, at Scotiabank Arena. Raptors looking for win number 6 in a row. They look to continue to buzz, and with Cleveland and Brooklyn losing last night, oh my God, things are looking crazy in the Eastern Conference. One game at a time. Lakers, Raptors at Scotiabank Arena tomorrow night. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they head to Nashville to take on the Predators on Saturday night, 7 p.m. puck drop there. The Buds looking for win number 3 in a row, and Erik Källgren looks to stay hot in his NHL. I want to say debut, but debut on the road. There we go. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.